Bong, bong, bong. Beat it up. Oh. Hi, team. How's it going? Welcome to my new room, my new background. You're in my bedroom. It's a little bit of a mess. I'm still learning and deciding how I want the background to look. So I apologize. This is laundry. This is a lot of laundry. But I have my cute little bookcase in the background, which is really cute. I did it color-coded. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure that all out. But we're up in my bedroom now, which I'm really excited about because that means I can have a little bit more quiet time, a little quiet space. Hey, Jalissa. So yeah, so I'm figuring out lighting. I'm figuring out kind of everything. So just like work with me here. Let's see if this helps. That helps. That doesn't help over here though. I got to get better lighting on this side of my face. This side of my face has good lighting. So yeah, so we're just learning the lighting. So hi, how are ya? How's it going? What's up? I wanted to come on today and just chill with you guys and chit-chat and see what's going on. I look insane right now because again, I'm just kind of putting all of my setup together. But I wanted to talk to you guys. I wanted to see what you had going on, what you guys wanted to talk about today. I might be on again later today because my son has art lessons, and usually that's when I talk to you guys. But again, I wanted to try my new setup and just see what I thought, see if I liked it, see what I needed to change and stuff. I also think I'm going to get my better camera up here eventually instead of my like little computer camera. I have like an actual like really nice camera, so I'll probably get that up here too. So but yeah, I want to talk with you guys and see what's going on. How are you? What's new? What's going on? What do you guys want to talk about? Summer House just finished up. What else is going on? Summer House finished up. Everybody's trying to kind of figure out everybody's trying to figure out if Summer House is going to turn into basically like the Valley. That's been like a huge conversation. That, or are they going to have the girls basically be the new Real Housewives of New York? Because that's a new thing too. Everybody's kind of talking about like, oh my God, Real Housewives of New York is kind of like on hiatus and like they haven't really updated or changed it. And so they're kind of having that conversation right now too. A lot of people are asking. Streaming right now and doing a craft. I'm listening to stuff from the Diddy trial, but you know what? I'm just going to put on my music on my headphones in the back so that way I'm just gonna listen to the music in my headphones while I'm talking to you guys so that way I don't like get too distracted in thought and have like full-blown ADHD. But anyway, so everybody's having a conversation about that of like, oh my God, is Paige and Amanda and Lindsay going to be the new Real Housewives of New York, which I think would be really interesting. But then I also saw that people thought that maybe they're going to have like basically their version of the Valley, which I kind of find so interesting because if you think about it, it's like they're graduating. We need Summer House reboot, ages 22 to 27, young, nothing to lose, rich. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I go back and forth because like I almost like don't want. Okay, so like this is basically the same concept as the new Vanderpump Rules. Everybody's kind of like going back and forth on like how they feel about the new Vanderpump Rules. For me personally, I just feel like this specific group really they were Vanderpump Rules. So for me, I kind of hate that they're calling the reboot Vanderpump Rules. And I kind of feel the same way about Summer House. I feel like Summer House is synonymous with Carl, Lindsay, Amanda, Kyle, Paige, like a very specific group of people. So it's like, if you're going to have Summer House, like maybe call it something else or try something else. I will also say like they have Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. Why don't they just end Summer House, like the regular one, and just really push hard for Martha's Vineyard? Like, what happened to Martha's Vineyard? Is that not coming back? Like, I thought people loved Martha's Vineyard. Am I wrong? Like, clearly we're at a point now where we need to have, like, I think they're definitely trying, like, Bravo is definitely trying to start up a younger vibe again with the housewife daughters, like, having that New York show or whatever, like, the kids. They're clearly trying to start some younger demographic, like, gateway Bravo shows. They're clearly trying to do that. I don't know, maybe it's just because, like, I don't know, like, I think of like Housewives and the other shows so differently. Like, Housewives, I'm like, yeah, they're gonna have a rotation of women coming in and out, like, blah blah blah. But with, like, Vanderpump Rules, Summer House, like, those ones, I feel like they're so synonymous with a very specific group of people that when they're like, nope, we're gonna reboot and restart and we're gonna do completely new people, I'm kind of like, no, you're not. Don't mind the AC in the background, just FYI. I have to have it on because I'm a sweaty girl. That makes sense. I forgot Martha's Vineyard was canceled. Like, there has to be another rich group of friends from New York. Yeah, I think that they're trying to do the New York thing with the housewife kids. They're definitely trying to do something with that. So I feel like Bravo is like, okay, so now we need to start kind of throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. We need to start brand new shows, brand new franchises. We need to start brand new housewives, and we really need to start seeing what sticks to the wall because we can't keep going with, okay, we'll work on the Bravo talent and we'll work on it together, Jalissa. We'll work on that together. I just feel like Bravo is really trying to hit, like, the restart button. With Real Housewives of Rhode Island, with the New York show. What the hell is that New York show called, guys? Jesus Christ, it's gonna drive me nuts. Hold on. BravoTV.com. What is that new show called? Current shows. I always forget that they have all these digital series. I also forgot that they put a lot of old stuff up to go watch if we wanted to. Next Gen NYC. That's the other one. Next Gen NYC. They're throwing that kind of at the wall. Like, I really think Bravo's like, let's just try some. Ew. Gross. Bravo's like, let's just try a bunch of stuff and see what we like and see what the audience likes, and then we'll, like, turn it. Like, I feel like they're turning and burning. They are turning and burning. I don't think Jersey's coming back. But there has been no confirmation on that. But I think, this is my personal opinion, I think they're going to go with Real Housewives of Real Housewives of Rhode Island. They're going to see what people think about it. They're going to see what the audience thinks about it. And if the audience loves it, they're going to get rid of Jersey. If they hate it, they're going to have to figure something else out. I don't see it being a Real House. You know what I wish they would do, you guys? This might be an unpopular opinion. I wish they would bring Real Housewives of DC back. I feel like now would be the time with all the chaos, craziness, and nutso stuff. Like, let's get in there. And I'm sorry, you guys, you can't sit there and tell me there isn't a billion women, especially on the Republican side, that would love to be on that show. Would love to be a housewife. Come on. They're trying better than MTV. I need MTV to hire some new people. They have Real Housewives of Chicago coming. That would be, oh my God. They're like, let's find cities that have the most obnoxious, crazy ass, like, accents, and let's bring these women in. Next, you're going to see Real Housewives of Boston. When they do Real Housewives of Boston, y'all better run, because the accents are going to blow your mind. What was I going to say? MTV. Oh, MTV. I don't know. MTV is... Okay, couple things. Number one, I miss the music part of MTV a lot. I really do. I miss like the TRL, all that stuff. But I also feel like they can't recreate TRL. TRL is what it is. But I think they need to start considering doing something like that again and bringing like music back in a new way. In a different way. I don't know what that would look like, but it can't be TRL. It can't be TRL, but it needs to be music heavy. And I feel like a lot of artists would love that. And finding different artists and figuring out what that would look like. I think it would be a great place to get a lot of indie artists, a lot of new artists, some visibility. What that would look like, I have no clue. Maybe they team up with Spotify or Pandora or Apple Music or something. Because, like, I feel like the music part of MTV is just it's gone. It's completely gone. There's no music videos. There's none of that shit anymore. It's just a reality TV show channel. It's like it's no different than fucking TLC or Bravo. The other thing is that I think they need to find like their new audience. Like, no more Teen Mom. No, none, like, keep Jersey. I feel like Teen Mom's just sad. Am I crazy? Like, I don't watch it. But I just feel like Teen Mom is just, like, sad. I'm from Chicago, but the girls there filming are from of course they're from the suburbs. God forbid. They have to be the rich girls. That's the other thing I miss about Housewives. You guys, I know it sounds weird, and I know we live in a weird world right now, but you guys, I don't want to be reminded about how shitty the world is. I want to watch rich people do rich people shit. Okay, I really do. I want to watch these women live in delusion, be so unattainable. Like, I miss the glitz and the glamour. I miss the incredible... You guys remember when they used to go on the most incredible vacations? They weren't, like, staying in, like, friggin' Boca Raton, Florida. I miss that so much. They need concert documentary on MTV to bring eyes in Beyonce, Taylor, or something and bring back them making the video portion. Yeah. Like, they need to... Netflix is doing that. Netflix is taking all of that over. Netflix is like, oh, we're going to take Beyonce and Taylor, the two biggest artists in the entire world, and we're going to take them and we're going to do all their documentaries and stuff. Like, they need to... That would be, in my opinion, Jalissa, I agree with you completely. That, I think, would be a great idea. Making the band back, but, you know, like, not with Diddy. Maybe somebody that's not a horrible human being. They did have something like that with Kelly Rowland, who did it was literally making the band, but it was just Kelly Rowland and different girls or whatever. And they had a really good band, a really good girl group that came out of that. I think it'd be really good, and I think you're right, Jalissa. I think if they went more into like the behind the scenes stuff and really teamed up with artists on their tours, on their music videos, I think the insight to people's work would be very, very fascinating. But I think there also needs to be an element of indie artists and finding ways to introduce them. And maybe just like, I don't know, you guys, just like get away a little bit from like Billie Eilish. Oh, Billie Eilish would be great. I think Billie would be a really good one. I think Chappell Rowan would be another really good one. I think Renee Rapp would be another really good one. But also, like, not white people would be good. Those are just off the top of my head, though. But I think, like, Tyla, I think, would be another good one. Megan Thee Stallion would be another really good one. SZA, Kendrick Lamar. I think those would all be incredible artists to follow either on tour or do behind the scenes stuff with, documentaries, things like that. Like, those would all be really, really good. I just don't know why they can't figure that out. I just don't feel like MTV, like, who is MTV, like, going after these days? I don't even know what shows are on there. It seems like all the shows that are on there are just like reinventions of the shows that we grew up with. Like The Challenge, Jersey Shore, Teen Moms. Like, are there any like new shows on MTV? Let's look at this. Hold on. Let me move my little project here. Yes, Sam, we got MTV, if you're listening, hire us. I really do think MTV should really think about, hold on. MTV should really consider, getting back to music, because there is no channel. There is no channel that is heavily pop rap, mainstream music. There's nothing there anymore. And then I know every once in a while, what is it? RuPaul's Drag Race will randomly be on there, but it's just reality TV shows. That's all it is. It's The Challenge, 16 and Pregnant. You guys, they have just the coolest. I don't know why they can't find a group like The Hills, The City. Why can't they find groups like that? I also think they need to bring back Girl Code and Guy Code. I think they need to bring that back. I think they need to bring back, I love the 80s, I love the 90s. I think that if they're going to bring back stuff, okay, if they're going to okay, we're going to bring back a bunch of shit, they need to bring back that stuff that I think would turn and be impactful to, who cares about the MTV Movie Awards? Who cares about that shit? Bring back Next. Bring back some, crazy classics that, can really be redone over again in a really fun, impactful way. The really ridiculously, I'm sorry, this sounds really, but, the ridiculously stupid shows. They're let's bring back The Surreal Life. I'm who is watching that? Who is watching that? Nobody is watching that. We should bring back Making the Video, concert documentary, Young and Pregnant. True Life would be a really good one. I think True Life would be really good. But I think they need to consider bringing in a show that is very much, start The Real World back up again. Start shows like that. I think Made was a really good show. Super Sweet 16 would be hilarious. In my opinion, if you want to get to a younger demographic and basically hit the restart button again, which is what I think Bravo's trying to do. I think they're trying to start to get a younger audience so that way they can have people grow like they did with us, obviously. I think that they need to do Super Sweet 16. How fucking perfect would that be? Get a bunch of TikTok girlies, okay, and do my Super Sweet 16 with some TikTok girlies on there. The little girly pops would love that. They would love that. Next, I also think one thing that I loved a lot about MTV back in the day was that they were so, what's the word? They were so edgy and ahead of the times, when it came to having people of different races. Having the queer community was a huge thing for them back in the day. A lot of their shows, especially The Real World, is synonymous with that. Why don't they have that? Where is that element to it? Where is that part where they were so ahead of their time when it came to a lot of these things? But again, don't call it The City, don't call it Laguna Beach, don't call it whatever. But they need to get back to having those shows that are for that age range, the TikToker girlies age range. They need to have that. Catfish, we're over it. We don't need that anymore. Jersey Shore, Acapulco Shore, stop. We don't need those shows anymore. They don't need those shows anymore. 16 and Pregnant, we don't need those shows anymore. We're good. Bring back Girl Code and Guy Code. Bring those shows back. Bring that stuff. Bring the 30-minute shit back. Next, you guys, Next. That show was incredible. I love that show so much. I think True Life. Yeah, I definitely think True Life would be really good. Unplugged would be another good one. Yeah, I don't know who's watching MTV anymore, you guys. I genuinely don't know who's watching MTV. It ain't me. I don't have any friends of mine that watch MTV. Oh, and there goes all the little pebbles off of my thing. Cool. I love Guy Code. That's where I was introduced to Deuces and Marrow. Yeah, there's a lot of funny comedians. That's where I was introduced to... Oh my god, what is her name? There's a lot of female comedians that I got introduced from that show. From Girl Code. I loved Girl Code. But again, like, I love the 80s. I love the 90s. Like, those shows were really good. And I don't know. I think they need to go back to music. And then I think if they're going to do TV shows, they really need to figure out what demographic they're kind of going for and what they want. And I think they need to go into the shorter form of 30 minutes. 30-minute shows. Because that's like the attention span that these people have right now. Yeah, oh my god, BET, dear god. Yeah, there's a lot of really good comedians on there. They they're just, I don't know, you guys, they are... I will say that some of the Guy Code guys are literally like, they were like a pipeline to like the Republican Party. Let's look, shall we? MTV.com. Browse. Where's Guy Code? Let's see if I can find the guys that were on here. Are they gonna show me the cast? Let's see if I can do Google Guy Code cast. Yeah, like Andrew Schultz. Chris Stefano, he's like hit or miss to me. Chris Stefano's like hit or miss. Like, sometimes I love him, sometimes I'm like, I hate you. It kind of just depends. Charlemagne was on there. I forgot about him. But like, Andrew Schultz, absolutely disgusting. And then Girl Code cast. That's how Nicole Byer. That's how I found out about Nicole Byer. Love Nicole Byer. Love her so much. Oh yeah, Jeff Dye was on there too. Charlemagne the God was on there. Wow, there is a lot of people on there. That's crazy. Love your Vanderpump recaps. Oh, thanks, Brianna. I really appreciate that. If you have any suggestions for other recaps you'd like me to do, I'd love to know. I take suggestions in the suggestion box all the time. No, really, I legit only remembered Jesus and Mero on Guy Code. Yeah. I specifically remember Chris Stefano and I remember Andrew Schultz very, very specifically. Apparently Aquafina was on there. I don't remember that, but I remember Nicole Byer. I love Nicole Byer. Love her so much. I'll watch anything Nicole Byer does, to be quite honest with you. I will watch anything that she's in. She cracks me up. Yeah, any recommendations for other recap videos, let me know. I've been doing a lot of lives lately because I don't know, I like them. They're really fun. I don't have to edit them. They're just there. They're just existing. You guys can go back and listen and watch and comment on them if you want to. And hang out. And I'm a stay-at-home mom, so it's like easy for me to do them during the day when like my son's taking a nap. But also now that it's in my bed, now that my camera setup is in my bedroom, I can also do them at night now too if I want to. I'm on East Coast time, so I'm trying to figure out like what times work best for followers and things like that. So, but it's hard when you, like, I don't have like, I have a good following, obviously, clearly. I have like 500 and something of you, which is like literally incredible. I saw a TikTok that was like, if you don't think you have a lot of followers, like think about how many people that, like how many followers you have and then like what that would fill up for like a room. And like 500 people is a lot of people. Like 500 people is a lot of people. And that's a venue. Okay. So it's kind of crazy. But the thing is that I try to encourage my followers, like, please comment, like, please interact with my content so I know what you want. Like, don't have me, like, I want to make content that I love, obviously, duh, but I want to make content that, like, you guys want to watch. I do watch The Valley. I I watch The Valley. What state do I live in? I won't tell you specifically what state I live in. I'm sure you guys could figure it out if you looked online. But I live in New England. So, like, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Maine, Rhode Island, Vermont, that area. I live in New England. Just because there's creepers on the internet. But again, if you really wanted to figure it out, you guys could figure it out. Anybody could figure it out. It's not that, like, friggin' difficult. But I live in New England. So I'm on East Coast time, baby. What do I think about the Jax train wreck? I think that I've seen a lot of people saying that the show's actually not bad without Jax. And I kind of agree, you guys. I think that Bravo should consider not having him on the show anymore. I think they should consider not having Jax on the show. I actually think the show is good without Jax. They don't need him. I think that was one thing that people were kind of like, oh God, do we need Jax in order to, like, not just have Kristen making trouble. But I think even you guys, and I know a lot of people, like, aren't big fans of, you know, everybody on that cast, but I think as a whole, I think the cast really balances each other out. Like, they're just a good cast together. I think that people want to, like, say, you know, this person's not good here, but this person's this, and this person's that. I'm like, no, you guys, they're a good group together. They are a great balance of each other. You cannot have all Jax cast members. You can't do that. And I'm good without Jax, you guys. I really am. I think they are fine without him. I think they have enough drama. He doesn't even need to be there to cause drama. That's the crazy ass part. He doesn't even have to physically be in the room to cause drama. I don't want Sheena, though. I don't want Tom Schwartz. I don't need them in it, though. Like, go away. Go make your own shit. Get out of there. I think that, yeah, Brenna, I think the cast is great without him. They, in my opinion, they do not need him. They are fine. They have a great balance of calm, crazy, funny, ridiculous, liars, cheaters. Like, Jessie is a sack of crap. I don't care how anybody feels about, is it Michelle is her name? I don't really care how anybody else feels about Michelle. I'm sorry, I'm team Michelle. Like, I'm just team girl overall. And Jessie is disgusting. He is a horrible person. He is Jax. Like, he's just a little bit, I think, better at hiding his stupidity. Because Jax is, like, straight up dumb. Like, I don't think Jessie is an idiot. I don't think he's, like, missing parts of his brain. I think he's just a straight up narcissistic ass. Whereas, like, Jax is, like, an actual, like, he's, like, this is mean, but, like, Jax is, like, an imbecile. He's, like, an actual idiot. Whereas I don't think Jessie's an idiot. I think Jessie's just awful. He's just awful. Yeah, people are like, oh my God, like, Team Michelle or Team Jessie. I will say, I think I said on here on, like, a video or something like that, I was like, listen, do I think, like, Michelle is the most likable person ever? No, she really isn't, to be honest with you. Do I think do I think that cheating on Jessie was a good choice? No, I don't. Do I think she cheated on Jessie? Yeah, I kind of do. I'm not going to lie. But it's hard because, like, I don't, okay, so let's be very clear, okay? Because the internet is forever. I don't think cheating is acceptable behavior. I don't think it is. I think there's two options when it comes to that possibly happening. Is number one, you grow up and you break up with your partner before you cheat on them. Just break up with them and just go, I can't do this anymore. I want to be with another person. I know, I can feel it in my bones that I'm going to do that, and I don't want to be a cheater, so I'm not doing that. Okay. Second option is you, again, act like a grown-up and have an actual conversation and say, hey, like, I feel like I'm in a space in my brain where, like, I'm thinking about other people. Other people are nice to me, kind to me, pay attention to me, I feel special, and I feel like I want that attention, and that's not positive either. So clearly that means something's wrong. Does that mean we should fix it, or does that mean we should move on so that way I can pursue people that I feel like are worth my time or your time or whatever? But people don't want to be fucking adults. People don't want to be adults. That's the problem. Do I think that cheating is the appropriate response? No. Do I understand why Michelle felt like she could find something better in another human being? 110%. But at some point, you do need to be an adult and go, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just break up with my partner. So, but at the end of the day, I'm not Team Jesse. Jesse's a piece of shit. Jesse's a covert narc. Yeah, Jesse's just like, Jesse and Jax are both, Jesse is manipulative, yeah. The thing about Jesse and Jax is that, Jesse and Jax, that sounds like a crappy, 80s band. Jesse and Jax! The thing about Jesse and Jax is they are the toddler that will kick somebody and will go, but they said something mean to me, but they hit me first. And it's like, that doesn't mean you punch them in the face and kick them. They're little juvenile children. I will say, the one time that I was like, thank you, Sheena, for showing up to work that day was when Michelle and Jesse were on the phone call with her. And he was like, oh, so you're saying the girl I'm dating is hanging out with some guy? What are you talking about? And they're like, oh yeah, call Sheena right now. And Michelle's like, okay, let's do it. I'll embarrass you on national television. I don't give a shit. And they called, and sure enough, that's what happened. That was feminism. That was feminism. That was feminism at work, boys and girls, gays and nays. That was incredible. That made me laugh. Because I'm not going to lie, you guys. Sheena is known to kind of be like, no, I didn't say that. Or oh, well, I kind of... No, Sheena was 10 toes down. She's like, yeah, your girl that you're dating, or whatever the hell her name is, she's hanging out with some guy from... What was the movie that she was talking about? I was like, The Rock? Zac Efron? Is this girl boning? Is this girl getting it with Zac Efron? By all means, girl. Zac Efron, Jesse. Come on. Crazy. Oh, Janet. I feel like people hate on Janet, but you guys, I feel like Janet, I know this is controversial, but I'm going to be brave. I just feel like she's the necessary evil. You have to have a balancing act of characters, and I feel like we do need, whether you guys want to have her or not, I don't care. I think we need Janet. Every single character on this show is a needed part. I just can't stand Jesse. So I just don't care. Sometimes I wish, I'm not going to lie, you guys, sometimes I actually wish that they would just, which is, I think what I kind of think they're going to do this with Summer House, you guys. I really do. I wish that they would just be like, you know what, screw it. We're not going to have the men anymore involved. We're just going to have the women. And the show is about the women. We're not going to focus on the men. They're not going to be literally just housewives. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit about the men on these shows. I don't care about them. I have no, they don't give any value to the show to me. They don't add anything to the show. They're just kind of there being stupid. I'd rather just have the shows be about the women. And that's what I feel like about The Valley. I'm like, fuck these dudes. I don't care about them. Just give me all the women. I have to leave to join a work meeting. I'll see you in your next video. Keep up with the drama. Oh, thank you, Brenna. Have a great day. Good luck with your work meeting. I don't know. I'm just over the dudes on these shows. I'm like, ugh. Did you guys see that they're having some Howdy Doody show on... Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. When I saw this, I wanted to vomit. Let me see if I can find it. It was it pissed me off. I was like, ew, I don't want to see this. I don't want to watch this. This is all I saw. Yes. Okay. Hold on. When I saw this, I was like, ew, stop. I don't want to watch, I'm white and I don't even want to watch these white people shows. You guys, here it is right here. Feuds, farms, and family legacy like you've never seen before. Saddle up for the season premiere of the Maccabee Dynasty, Real American Cowboys. You guys, I don't care. I don't want to watch white people do shit anymore. I'm over it. Straight white people are stupid and evil. I don't care anymore. Get them off my screen. I don't want to watch this. Ew, 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 ew. Let's see. Can you guys... I'm not revealing anything. Am I on my phone? I don't think so. This is what it is right here. Do you guys see that? Maccabee Farmy, or whatever, the farm, or whatever the hell it is. I'm like, you guys, do I care? This business, it's personal. Do I care? Do we care? I just don't care. I'm like, this is what you guys are putting on the TV screen? Republicans? Like, do I care? I just don't get it. Has this show already been on or something? Did I miss something? Like, I just don't care. I will say I am excited about the Next Gen show. I think that'll be really good. Did everybody forget that there's like a full-blown like dating show happening on Bravo right now? I feel like everybody forgot about that about the dating show on Bravo. Yeah, Bravo's Love Hotel. I feel like everybody forgot that show existed. Real Houses of Atlanta, I have to catch up with. I'm a couple episodes. I'm like 1 or 2 episodes behind. I will say, I love Cynthia Bailey as a friend of. I think she's incredible as a friend of. Like, keep her on as a friend of. She has great commentary. Her diary rooms are really funny and really, really good humor. She's very honest, and I really, really, really love that about her. Let's see, Top Chef Canada is on right now. I'm behind on that as well. I'm behind on a lot of things, you guys. I just get into these, like, phases where I just get bored. And I'm like, I don't want to watch that. Oh, my God. Of course, freaking What's-His-Face is back with getting the ring for Kristen. That's so funny. Phaedra, apparently, is coming back. This whole situation with Jesse. Oh, my God, you guys. Did you see that they had, I think it was People Magazine did a whole thing about the single guys on Bravo, and it's like Shep, Tom Schwartz, Jesse. I'm like, ew, these are all red flags. Carl. I'm like, why are we promoting red flags? I can't wait for Real Housewives of Miami to come back. I'm very excited about Real Housewives of Miami. I also love Paige, Amanda, and oh God, what's her face? Lindsay. I love all of them hanging out. Lots of people talking about that show. I don't know. Do I care about that show, you guys? Do I care? Do I care? I love that Lindsay and Kyle are like talking and like friendly again. I just think that, you guys, I think Paige and Amanda and Lindsay would be amazing Real Housewives. I just think they would be amazing Real Housewives. Like, I would really love, you guys, to see the evolution of some of these girls turning into housewives. I think that would just be so cool and kind of like full circle. Especially for the fans that have been like myself, like who are millennials who have been around for a very long time with Bravo. I think it'd be really cute and full circle. And they talk about it all the time, you guys. They're always talking about it. It's like, just let's do it already. And, like, they're in the city already. Like, maybe mix them in with a couple. Like, mix them in with the Real Housewives of New York girls. Like, why not? Who cares? I think Lindsay would be a great Real Housewife. A phenomenal one. I just feel like we need to get back to having housewives that were actually genuine friends. Before the goddamn show. I don't like when they bring a cast together that they're like, oh yeah, I know her. Oh yeah, I know of her. I met her at a party once. I'm like, no. I need you to be friends. I need you to know each other's backstories. I need you to be bridesmaids at each other's weddings in 1982 when you were wearing poofy bouffant hair, okay? I need the real deal. I need you to be at births, all right? That was the beauty of these OG Real Housewives, is that they knew each other. I will say Housewives of Atlanta is still kind of holding on to that. They're like this close to kind of like losing it, but they are still kind of like holding on to that vibe of like knowing each other for a very long time. There needs to be history there. And I think Miami's doing a really good job with that right now, where they're keeping a good mix of a cast that knows each other. They have a history together, but they're also fun and funny. And like, that's the thing about being around people that you've known for a very long time, is like, you have moments where you hate each other, but you also have moments where you remember the good times and love each other and laugh and have a great time together. Like, I don't want to see it. That's the thing about New York. I'm like, you guys, you can't sit here and tell me that these women like actually have like this great bond with all of each other. They fucking don't. apparently Rhode Island, like, these women know each other. And I guess there's family involved, which is why I think they're getting rid of Jersey. I think Rhode Island is the hinge of that. Also, we don't need Jersey. We don't need Real Housewives in New Jersey. Like, why is Bravo so scared to get rid of a franchise? Why are they so scared? You guys realize that they have only gotten rid of 2 Real Housewives franchises that I'm aware of, right? They got rid of DC because I think legally, I think they had to get rid of DC. And then they got rid of Dallas. And the entirety of Real Housewives franchises, they have only booted 2 franchises. That's it. Why can't they just get rid of one? Who gives a shit? Who cares? Get rid of Jersey. We don't need it anymore. It's over. It's done. Don't reboot it. Don't do a recast. No. Just get rid of it. That's what I feel like they need to do with New York. Either they need to get rid of New York completely, or they need to bring in people like Lindsay, like Amanda, like Paige, who are friends, have known each other for decades, and like that's what they need to do. It's very simple to me. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, guys. I need to make sure. I don't know why I'm having an ADHD where I feel like I didn't lock my kid's bedroom door. Hold on. Sorry about that. I had to like make sure that I locked it because he's a toddler and if he opens the door he'll literally fall down the stairs, so we don't want that to happen. I don't know why I was having like one of those, you know, when you have one of those moments where you're like, did I turn the hair straightener off, you know, that kind of moment. I'm having one of those moments. When does Dubai come back? I don't know. That's another one that I'm like, is that coming back? I've never watched Dubai. I watched one episode and I was like, I'm good. I don't know why. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should go back and watch Dubai. I have it on my Discord, like for people to talk about and discuss. But that's the other thing. If you guys want to join my Discord, if you're part of the replay crew, join my Discord. Hopefully the link works. Discord's like so interesting to me. It's really cool because it's like a chatty, like it's a place that you guys can like, we can all like chat and hang out and talk about like Bravo like 24/7. Because I know so many women that don't like, that love Bravo or love reality TV, but they don't have friends that love it. So like they can use those places to go chat about it whenever they like want to. But I've had hits or misses on people like getting into the link and stuff. So I also need to update it myself. That's the other problem, is I have not been updating it myself. And when I'm such like a small creator, I feel like I do need to like participate a lot more than like bigger creators that use it for their actual like followers, you know? I don't know when Dubai is coming back. Is it coming back? It's got to be coming back, right? I also want the traders to come back. We are definitely going to be doing lives about Love Island this summer, guys. Like, be ready for Love Island commentary. That's happening. I told my husband, I was like, because we were watching Too Hot to Handle last night, which I think we're behind a season, because we were watching it and we were like, wait a minute, I don't remember this person. And we always watch Too Hot to Handle. Love that show. So we were watching that last night and I was like, oh my God, babe, if you love Too Hot to Handle, you will love Love Island. You will absolutely love it. It's like crack. Love Island is literal crack. It's so good. And I was telling him how it's like Big Brother, where it's like every night, and it's basically like, it's not live, but it's pretty much like it's within a 24-hour span type of show. So I was telling him we need to watch that, and I was like, oh my God, I am so pumped that I can do lives now. And I have like monetization and things like that too. So we can do Love Island lives, which I'm really excited about. I'm very excited. Here's the other thing. I wanted to do a Discord because then we could do meetups and like watch the show to get like watch Love Island together. So I'm just trying to I don't know, you guys, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely want to do Love Island for sure. I love Love Island. I love it. I love it. Look at my dirty little bed. We moved my room around. And by we, I mean I did. I love how I'm like, me and my husband. No, it was me. It was all me. We moved it around. But what I'm hoping is that, like, once the laundry's done, it'll be more over here. And I'll have, like, this cute little background back here. And I'll do more with the background. But for now, you guys are going to see my dirty little bedroom. Because that's just how the cookie crumbles. And I have so much laundry right now that I have to go through. You guys get to see my dirty little bed. My dirty little bed. The thing that sucks about Love Island, though, is, okay, so last season was the first season that I watched Love Island. And for the first season of me watching Love Island, you guys, that season was so good. It was so good. And I think they've even asked Ariana, like, I saw, like, a People magazine interview where they asked Ariana, like, what do you think about, like, this new season and, like, holding up to last season? And she was like, we have to, like, we can't have the same standards. Like, we got lucky last season. We got lucky with 4 couples still together. 4 couples still together. Like, after a year. Is crazy, you guys. Crazy. Okay? And, like, still, like, happy in love, too, which is even crazier. And so I know, like, in interviews she has been like, no, like, don't have these, like, super high expectations. Like, it's not worth it. Say yes or say no. Oh. Yes or say no. So I'm very interested to see how it goes, because I don't want it to be, like, too hot. Sometimes I feel like some of these shows, I hate the dating shows. I hate because, like, you can kind of tell, like, people are just on the show to get famous and get followers and stuff. And, like, yeah, like, that's a part of it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, get your bag, get what you know, that part I'm kind of like, yeah, do what you got to do for sure. But at the same time, can we, like, actually act like we want to find love, please? And with last season, I genuinely felt like a majority of them, especially the women, they really did come there, like, to find a partner. And they did, which is crazy. They legitimately found partners. And I think they found, like, that's the other part about it is, you guys, I don't know how they found these men. But I think, again, and if you've been following me for a while, you know, men are pure evil. I think they genuinely found a group of men that were, like, good men, which is crazy. Sorry, I have to be a little bit quieter. My son, I think, heard me and was like, Mom, is that you? Did I just hear you talking about Love Island? I want to join. I'm like, no, take a nap. I tried to, like, put myself off in the corner over here in hopes that he wouldn't hear me. Because, like, his bedroom's, like, literally, like, right there. And I have a fan on and everything. I have 2 fans on. The air conditioner on and off. And I'm over here in the farthest corner of my bedroom to hopefully, like, so he can't hear me. No. He's probably like, I'm done with my milk. I don't want to take a nap. I'm good. I'm like, boy, go take a nap right now. I might have to go lay down with him in a little bit and be like, go nappy poo poo baby. Oh, poo poo baby. He definitely needs to take a nap. He already went to the potty in his pants, you know, in his diaper. So I know he doesn't need to change his diaper. He's just being a pain in the butt. He's just being a pain in the butt. But yeah, I want the Traders to come back. I don't think the Traders is coming back until fall if we're lucky, which sucks. I wish Traders was two a year. I hate that it's literally 1 season a year. I'm like, no. Ew, gross. I want 2 I want 2 seasons. 2 seasons a year. I don't know why they can't do that. I'm like, let's go. Come on. The casting for season 6 did their big one because finding a loyal, loving Dominican man, pure talent. Truly. I don't know where they found the men for that season. I genuinely don't know where they found those men in any way, shape, or form. Because, like, I don't know, you can kind of tell when, like, dudes are kind of, like, sexist shit or whatever. Miguel, like, I'm sorry, where did they find Miguel? Where did they find Miguel? I just want to know. Because that man is so hot. It's disturbing, okay? The accent, love it. Like, has a job, has a life, is respectful, kind. Like, where did they find? And then, of course, Leah gets him, she's so deserving. She's just so sweet and kind and does not F around. And what I kind of loved about her, too, is that, like, she came into the show, like, she didn't need money. She had money. Her parents are rich as fuck. She already had a house. She had everything. She had, like, a whole freaking farm and everything, too. Like, she was just like, I'm coming on the show for, like, good vibes. And then found her person. What? Wild. Who's messaging me? Don't talk to me. Just kidding. I'm every woman. My headphones, I need to charge. They died. My headphones died. But I follow all those girls, and they're all still dating their men, which is, again, Wild Town, USA. Don't know how they did it. Or is it 3 couples that are still... 3 couples? Yeah, it's only 3 couples. Sorry, I don't know why I said 4. I think it's only 3 that were on there that are still together. The 3 girls there that are all besties. And they love them so much, they're going to get their own show this summer, I guess. Or something like that. Miguel is fine. He is so fine. Miguel is like, okay. Kenny. Oh my god, Kenny. I love Kenny. That's another one where I'm like, Kenny, like, you guys, where did they find these men that, like, gave a crap? It's crazy. And then what's her face? The couple that won. He's also, like, seems like a genuine dude that, like, really loves his girl. And, like, they care. Like, very much like men written by women. Like, crazy. Crazy. Even though they did act like dumbasses on their show, but at moments. But yeah, crazy. Crazy sauce. Crazy sauce. Such a good show. I love that damn show. I cannot wait for it to come back. And I really hope my husband wants to watch it with me. Because I think he would really like it too. And I think he'd be very entertained by it. Yes, that whole cast though too. Like, even the people that, like, didn't win. What a wonderful cast. And the women, how they had each other's backs and they stood up for each other. And they were women first, men second. Like, that's also unheard of. Like, they never got mad at each other. They always got mad at the men for being stupid. They're like, oh, you chose so-and-so. They never got mad at the girl that they chose. They always got mad at the dude. They're like, you're a piece of crap. Not her. You are. And I loved that. Serena had every chance to get mad at all these women on this show. And she was like, no, I'm going to get mad at my dude who's acting like a dumbass and thinking with his pee-pee. Is there a 10-month regression? These guys are killing me. Always crying and complaining. I'm going to lose it. I can't wait for this show to come back. I'm so excited. But yeah, I also didn't know, because I'm not a Love Island person, guys, okay? I didn't know about the love of this island, okay? I didn't know that it was, like, live, and it's like every day. Like, it's crazy. I did not know that. And so when I found that out, I was like, oh my God, this is like, it was kind of overwhelming. I'm like, this is incredible. Like, whoever thought of this show is like an actual flipping genius. And then having Ariana on, just like, you could tell the cast just absolutely loved her so much. And they created like a genuine, like they really, like, they had her back, and like, they kind of like saved her that summer, you guys, which was kind of cool. Like, everything that she went through, and she just got to go and be on this island for the summer and like get away from all the bullshit that she had to deal with Tom Sandoval. What a summer. What a summer. I can't wait. I can't wait to go back. At least I know I'll have something to look forward to every single night. My thing is, I just want to find a way that we can all watch it together legally. Okay, I don't know why. Someone give me 10%. Okay, someone give me money for this. Why has a company, a streaming platform, not come up with a way to live watch, like, to have streamers? They would sponsor them, okay? They would sponsor the streamer and sponsor the streamer, and people will watch the show together with their followers live together. Why has no one done that? Why can't Amazon Prime do that? Why is there no deal for that? There has to be a way to do that. I don't understand how there's no way to do that, where like because like Twitch is owned by Amazon. So like, why have they not figured out how to be like, okay, if you stream off of Twitch and you stream Amazon shows, like, you can stream these Amazon shows and have people watch them together. I think that's like so genius. Why has no one figured that out yet? I don't get it. I mean, it's not every show. Like, it can't be every show. It's like very much like, it's like, let's say it's like drag. It's just the current seasons of something. It's like just Drag Race. It's just Love Island. It's just these shows. And it's like, you guys, if you have a subscription, you can watch live with the person that you follow, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Why has no one figured that out yet? I feel like that should be a thing. Again, it doesn't need to be every single show. It doesn't need to be, it can be very specific shows, and you have to have like a full-blown subscription. It's not free. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be rules around it and regulations around it, obviously. Duh, because, you know, capitalism. Why has no one thought of that? Why has no one thought of that? Because I'm not going to lie, guys. I hate that, like, people want to watch their favorite shows with their favorite creators. They want to do that. That is a thing. People want to do that. Why has no one come up with that? Why has no streaming platform figured that out? Why has Netflix not figured it out? Why has Prime, Peacock, like, why have none of these platforms figured that out yet? I don't understand it. Like, YouTube, why hasn't YouTube figured out a way to do that? Like, YouTube is has alignment with, is it like ESPN, ABC, like that whole shit? Like, why hasn't Hulu figured that out yet? I don't understand. Why haven't they teamed up with YouTube or TikTok or any of the live streamer platforms? Why have they not figured that out yet? I would love to stream and watch, so me on one screen over here, and then the show on the other screen, and we just watch the show together, live react, message each other. That would be so much fun. Why have they not figured that out? Why have they not figured that out? I don't even think you can do that on Patreon. I don't even think you are legally allowed to do that on Patreon. Because the other thing is that, like, so I've tried to live stream watching Peacock. I'm like, let me just try. Let me give it a chance. Let me see what happens. And they black the screen out. Like, when you go to live stream it and pull it up on the screen to watch with people, it blacks itself out. So, like, that's the thing, is like, the company that owns the show would have to stop that from happening. I don't know, guys. I guess you can live react to stuff that's on YouTube, like movies or TV shows that are on YouTube, I guess. If you're like from, if you're streaming on Twitch, I guess you can. I don't know what YouTube's rules are about that. Because I don't know, you guys. I would just love to watch TV shows and movies and stuff with you guys and live react to them. Like live react watching old Vanderpump Rules episodes while talking to you guys would be so much fun. Like, wouldn't that be fun? I think that'd be really fun. I don't know. That's the thing, is like I would have to buy, it would be like members only stuff. I would have to buy the actual episode on YouTube so that way we could watch it together, because otherwise it will not show up on the screen. It'll be a blacked out screen, so you guys can't watch it while I'm watching it. I don't know. I think that'd be really fun. I would love to figure that out. I would love to figure it out. That's why I wanted to do the members stuff. I was like, I really want to figure out how to do that. Also, when I get to, I think it's 1,000 followers. 1,000 followers plus a couple other things. I can start monetizing like the actual videos overall for like ads and stuff, which will be really cool. Because once I have a little bit more cash in the bank from this content, then I can do more. You know what I'm saying? I can do more. I can try more things. I can do more advertising for myself too. Like, that's the other thing. Like, someone messaged me the other day from like some Boston account and was like, oh, would you want to advertise with us? Blah, blah, blah. Like, you just have to pay this amount. I'm like, girl, I can't afford advertising. Like, what do you think? I can't afford that. I'm doing free advertising at this point. Like, I'm just trying to hope, I just hope the algorithm is like, hey, this looks like cool content to shove out there to people. I don't have any money to advertise myself. Again, I'm just like kind of hoping that the algorithm one day picks up and is like, oh, hey, this content looks like fun. Let's shove it out there and see if anybody wants it. That's how people found out about my Vanderpump Rules stuff, is just the algorithm. It wasn't because I was like, hey guys, want to look at everything? It was because of the algorithm. And I was like, oh, cool. People like my content for me, which is, that's the thing. Other thing is like, I don't want to have content that it's like bought and shit. Like, people like buy bots and stuff. I'm like, ew, I hate that. I'm like, no, I want real humans. I want real people. That being said, no matter how big or small your platform is, you are going to have random bots in your followers, because that's just how it, like, I know for a fact I have bots, because like sometimes you look at the people that follow you, like look at the actual people, and you're like, that's not a real person. User 55722, like, no. I'm gonna make it anyway. Pack your bags up and leave. Don't you dare come running back to me. It's not right, but it's okay. And like, YouTube, you can only do so much and say so much and sing so much and have certain music. Like, they have a lot, YouTube has a lot of regulations. A lot of regulations around their stuff. But I feel like I get better viewership on YouTube than I do on, like, let's say like Twitch, because Twitch is like for gamers. Like, that's what that platform is actually used for. It's like, you can try to be, you know, that outlier, but it's really, really hard. It's extremely hard to be an outlier on that platform, to be like a Just Chatter and things like that. You have to, like, I don't know, you have to be like extreme. I do really wish that I would have taken more advantage of this stuff during the pandemic, because like that was the time, like nobody was doing anything. So like that was the time to really get in there and get on it. But like, girl, I was in panic mode. Okay, I have kids. I have kids. I was just trying to survive. I had a job. I didn't work from home yet. I didn't have a work from home job. I didn't have the computer access that I have right now. Like, yeah, people were not sitting at home. I wasn't able to sit at home, and like, I lost my job during the pandemic. That was really hard. Didn't know what I was going to do from there. just a shit show. But like, honestly, the pandemic was the best time to like really like stick your neck out there and become like, you listen to all these different creators and you ask them like, when did you pop off? And a lot of them say like, my business, my company, my shit, it popped off during the pandemic because people had nothing better to do than to sit on their asses and look at the internet. So it's all good. The advice I have always gotten about wanting to be an internet person eventually one day is basically you just have to do it. You have to do it, and you have to keep doing it. And you have to be yourself. You have to be honest. You have to be authentic. And you will find your people. Will it be a lot of people? I don't know. Will it be a small amount of people? I don't know. But it's you have to keep doing it. Because there are obviously creators out there that are not rich, they're not famous, they don't have anybody to back them up, they're not Nepo babies. It just happens. It just happens. Like, I'm not moving to California, I'm not meeting anybody, that's not happening either. I have no desire to live in California, I have no desire to live in LA. I would rather die. Cut my life into pieces. I was going to stream in my car today, but I really because I do that every Thursday usually. I stream in my car and I talk to you guys about whatever the hell's going on. I might still do that. I might just do 2 videos today. Who knows? While my son is in his art lesson. We shall see. Wednesdays I have more free now, which is great. So I can do more stuff on Wednesdays now. But yeah, I've been like consistently, for the most part, consistently streaming on Thursdays. And sometimes, you guys, I get some big old hits. And sometimes I get some floppity doppities. It just depends. It just depends. I have a couple ideas for content coming up too. That I want to do. Like, again, IRL type of content. I have one coming up where I'm hoping I can get my sibling to help me do it, where I'm going to go to a hair salon. I have to message them and ask them if it's even okay. Be like, hey, just so you know, like, I hate asking these questions. Like, hey, so I'm like a live streamer and I want to like live stream while I do this. Like, what do you guys think about that? And they're going to be like, oh my God, she's so big. It's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm very tiny. But there's this hair salon. So I follow, I don't know if you guys follow her, Remy Cruz. Her and Alicia Marie, they go to like Korea and Japan a lot. And they go to this hair salon that does scalp treatments and stuff. And I've always wanted to do it. And I really, really, really want to do an IRL like stream while I'm doing it. But I have to make sure that they're okay with me doing that. So we'll see. I've also wanted to do it like with my hair salon girl. I've wanted to do one there with her. But again, I'd have to be like, hey, how do you feel about that? What do you think? And she's either going to be like, that's awesome. Or she'll be like, absolutely not. Because like you want the people that you're doing the streams with to be comfortable and excited and happy and wanting to do stuff, you know? And if they're not, then it's pointless. So... But some of them I can do without a person. Some of them I would need help. Like, I would need help with the scalp treatment one. I would need Megan to come with me to help me tape those. And, or maybe I just do, like, a video and edit it. That's the thing is, like, you guys, you don't understand, like, my ADHD. I hate editing. Like, I have to edit our podcast, which is fun because our podcast makes me laugh. And we have a really good time with it, but oh my God, I hate editing. I think it's just because it takes up so much time in my day. I'm like, oh my God, shoot me. It takes up so much time. And I, like, part of my, like, ADHD hyperfixation is time. Like, I don't like wasting time. Or I don't like doing stuff during the time that I have available. I don't like doing things that I don't want to do. I'm like, oh, this is what I have to do at that time. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid. It's annoying, but what are you going to do? So I'm trying to figure out what I want to talk about on lives too, because like this is like it's pop culture. Like I don't just talk about Real Housewives and Bravo stuff. Like I want to talk about everything, you know. I want to talk a little bit about everything. Like pop culture wise, like one thing I saw was Hailey Bieber got a Vogue cover and Justin Bieber's on there being like, remember the time I told you like you basically would amount to nothing, you'd never get a Vogue cover? Love you, babe, so proud of you. I'm like, why do you hate your wife so much? Like I don't understand why you openly want to tell people, you know, your wife gets so much hate, and then you want to sit there and go on your platform and be like, hey, remember the time that we got in a huge fight and I basically told you that like you would never get a Vogue cover and like how much I hated your guts? Like, and look at you now, babe. It's like, that's so fucked up, you guys. That's like that's disturbing. Who says that? Who says that? Like, I would be so mad at him, at my husband, and I'd be like, how dare you go on the internet and say something like that? Like, you know better. You know what's going to happen. You know what people are going to say. You know that we're going to get in trouble. Like, we're going to get so much heat for that, and they don't give a shit. And then switch it over to her, okay? Switch it over to her being like, cuckoo pants. She was like, she goes on her little Vogue thing, and she's like, oh, they're like, oh, what's in your bag or whatever. And she's like, oh, I have this like little elixir. Sorry, I have to put eardrops in. I have like the end of an ear infection basically. So I have to put a couple eardrops in. They were like, oh, what's in your bag or whatever. And she's like, oh, I have this like little like tincture, little elixir that like I got from like this like wizard witch shaman out of like the middle of the, out of the middle of the woods basically. And she said that if I drink it, like I would fall in love with like a Canadian pop star. So it worked and I still have it. I'm like, you both are demons of the earth. Like, what is, like, they both are the problem. Which kind of makes me be like, okay, you know what? Maybe you guys are perfect for each other. Because one minute I'm like, oh, I feel bad for him. One minute, oh, I feel bad for her. And then I'm like, oh, I don't feel bad for either one of you. You're both wackadoodles. Like, you're both wackadoodles. To sit there and be like, yeah, I had this little drink that I use. Like, can you imagine everybody in the room at Vogue was probably like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Wild behavior. But she didn't seem to care. I'm like, well, this is awkward. But, like, yeah, he's being, like, nasty and mean and being like, yeah, remember when I hated your absolute guts? I'm so proud of you, babe. And then you got her being like, oh yeah, I basically manifested this man by finding a witch doctor in the middle of the Himalayas. Like, what? Huh? What? Crazy. They're crazy. They're both crazy. And poor Selena Gomez, she could get married and have 7 kids and they'd still be like, oh, her and Justin Bieber. I'm like, you guys, move the fuck on. Move on. But that's like, you look at people like Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt who are not together. They have not been together for decades. And people still bring their shit up. Still talk about like, oh my God, Brad and Angelina. Oh my God, Brad and Jen. It's like, you guys, we have to calm down. Like, is this a slow news week? Like, who is, I want to genuinely know, you guys, because I don't see this, okay? Who is genuinely like, oh my God, I want Selena and Justin to get back together so badly. Like, who are you? Do you need to go seek help? Do you need to go to a hospital? Like, do you need to be put into a white padded room? Like, what the hell are you talking about? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you that you're like, yes. Yeah, it's definitely, like, in the grand scheme of things, it's definitely not Hailey and Selena. It is definitely Justin. But also, I feel like Justin needs to be, like, on, like, fucking life alert. He is one of those people that I think the industry actually, like, sucked his soul out. And I'm not gonna lie, whether people like him or not, he's one of the celebrities that I actually like genuinely am worried about, and I'm waiting for the day that like the news pops on, it's gonna be like Justin Bieber has passed away. Like, I worry about that all the time, because I think the industry like cooked his brain. I think Usher and Diddy cooked his fucking brain, sadly. Diddy is like actually pure fucking evil. When she did that, it made me LOL. Everyone took her so seriously. I mean, it's hard because, like, on one hand, I do take her seriously. Like, I genuinely think what she's saying is a true statement. But at the same time, I'm like, haha. Like, are you making fun of people? Is she making fun of people? I go back and forth. But no, he is definitely the villain in this story. And I continue to hope that Selena and... I just wish Justin would say something. Like, I just wish he would say something. And would be like, please... And maybe he has and I just don't know. But I wish he would just outright be like, you guys need to stop. Like, I'm married and have a child. Selena is about to be married and will probably have her own family one day. And you all need to find better things to do. And talking about my wife the way that you talk... Like, I just don't feel like he defends her. I feel like he lets her get just, like, raked over the coals when it comes to this shit. And the fact that they have to, like, be in pictures together, like, hugging each other to make everybody feel better. I'm like, what about your husband? Where the hell's he? Why isn't he being like, hey, leave her alone? Why aren't you defending your wife? That's the weird part to me. He just kind of, like, stays out of it. He's like, not my problem. I'm like, it actually is your problem. It's actually your fault. We had a whole episode about them on my podcast where we talked about how I feel like about their relationship and like them, and I go back and forth where on one hand I feel like Haley is a groupie and I'm like, girl, you kind of freaked me out, like how you clearly she was a fangirl who gets to marry like her idol, you know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, I also sometimes wonder if she is, like, the person, like, solely protecting him from the world. Sometimes I actually wonder, because I've seen their documentaries together that they've done, and sometimes I wonder if she is, like, keeping him out of a lot of BS that he could be a part of, allegedly. But I also feel like he's probably seen and gone through... He's even talked about it, because he's talked about, like, wanting to protect, like, Billie Eilish was one thing that he's talked about before, where he's wanted to protect her really badly because he doesn't want the stuff that's happened to him happen to her. And I'm like, what has happened to you, bro? Do I want to know? Probably not. Probably not. Also, your mom is a horrible person for allowing you to go to a adult man's home without your supervision. The fact that she was like, oh yeah, he can go to Diddy camp. What is wrong with you? As a parent, as a mother, what is actually wrong with you? Let me see if this helps by any means. Does this help? Hello? Nope, I feel like it literally made it worse. That's cool. It's alright, you guys. We will figure out the camera situation. What time is it? Okay, I got 30-ish minutes left. And then I gotta head out. Well, I got like 15 minutes because I have to get ready. Because I'd like to not look like a street troll. And then maybe I'll stream again when I'm there. I'm not sure yet. I want to watch a couple things too. I don't know. We'll see. I like streaming because I get ants in my pants when I'm just like sitting there waiting for my son. And I like streaming sometimes because I can just like sit and chat with you guys like I'm calling a bestie. I'm like, hey, let's FaceTime, girl. All right, you guys, this is where we're at right now. These are gonna go up in my little space, but La Dolce Vita. Okay, so now I have to do all this green. I have to do the yellow, the other green, and then that's it. And then this one's done. That one's done, and then the next one I'm going to be doing is this one. So let me get the green out here. What do we got? We got like, I feel like I got like 3 color greens here. Also, the lettering on this is like, I don't understand. Like it doesn't make any sense. This says L. Where's the L? There's no L. There's no L. Okay, so I'm going to assume this is for the... Okay, I'm going to assume this is for this. We're going to assume this is for this and that is for that. The Dolce Vita Lifestyle. What was that from? Does anybody remember which housewife that was from? The Dolce Vita Lifestyle. Isn't that from like a housewife? Come on, defense work. I just don't know when we as like a society, like you guys listen, I am obsessed. I have conspiracy theories about stuff, but I also am not like, I don't know. I don't need to be, I think the only time where I was kind of like embarrassed at the way I was like handling a celebrity situation was when Taylor and Travis started dating, and I was like, they're in love. And I remember there's a TikTok of me where I was like crying, and I'm like, why am I crying? I'm like, why do I care? Why do I give a shit about these people getting together and like being in a relationship? Why do I care? That being said, I do need Taylor and Travis in my life right now. I need Taylor Travis content just because I need a mental distraction. I need them so I can like pretend everything's okay. Like the world is crumbling. Give me some Taylor and Travis content so that way I can just like take a breath and forget about how disgusting and awful the world is. I'm that person. You know how like they have the conspiracy theory, like whenever the government's doing something shady or horrible, the Kardashians like come out and do something. It's like that. I'm like, I need that in my life. I need Taylor and Travis to like come out of the crypt and hang out for a while and do something cute so I can watch them for a little bit and like be in love with them for a while. That's what I need in my life right now. Cause yeah, you got that yummy yum, that yummy yum. I think I literally sing that song Yummy, no joke, once a day. I genuinely think I sing that song once a day. I don't know what it is, but that song always gets into my brain and it rots. My son is working on, in his art class today, he's working on making a Minecraft house, is what he told me. It's like, I'm making a Minecraft house, Mom. I'm like, that's so cool. He makes all kinds of stuff. He made stickers. Hold on, let me see if I can show you guys. So he made, hold on, ready? Go over here. Okay, there we go. He made this one. This is one of his stickers, and that's another one of his stickers right there. That's another one of his stickers that he made in his art class. He's made sculptures. He's done like drawing stuff. He's done a little bit of everything, which is really cool. We're trying to teach him. We're trying to get him into like different styles of art, just to see like what he likes, because he's so used to drawing. We're like, okay, let's try like some different mediums and see if like maybe you like something else, and then maybe you do. My next thing though is I really want to get him. I think for Christmas I would really love to get him like some type of like an iPad or whatever, and get like drawing like professional drawing apps on there and stuff, so that way he can start practicing how to like digitally draw, because he's really good at like paper and pen and whatever, but I want him to learn how to digitally draw, because obviously that's where the future is going, and be able to draw backgrounds or draw characters or for whatever he wanted to do. Maybe he wants to draw for books, kids books. Maybe he wants to be a comic book artist. Maybe he wants to do the backgrounds for kids TV shows. I don't know. Maybe he wants to draw anime. But obviously, like, because I'm trying to think of, like, okay, if he wants to be an artist, how do we get him, like, a job doing that, basically? Because obviously that world can be rough in that department. So I'm trying to find the best ways to give him the tools he can get. That way, if one day he wants to, because he's so talented, but it's like, if one day he really wants to do art as a job, he has the tools to do it, and he doesn't have to go to college for it. That's the other thing. It's like, I'd rather him just know how to do everything and just get like an apprenticeship or something, or like get a job right off the bat. I'm like, I don't really want to waste. I don't know. I could be wrong. You guys tell me. I don't know. But I feel like going to art school might be like a waste of time and a waste of, honestly, money, when it's stuff that I feel like he could just learn from the internet or a book, but the actual like talent and the actual workmanship for it, he could do that in art lessons, art classes, which I feel like would be more worth my money in getting him prepared. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna finish this one letter, and then I'm gonna get off of here and get ready and get going, because I gotta change my outfit, because again, I look like a freak right now. Maybe put an eyebrow on. I don't know. Crazy things could happen, guys. Last week, my sister brought my son to his art lessons, and his art teacher thought that I was them. I was like, oh my God, I love your haircut. My sister has like buzz sides and like a lot, like hair on the top or whatever. And they were like, I'm not Sam. Like, oh, that's embarrassing. That's suspicious. That's weird. That's suspicious. That's a weird. That's a me, Mario. Isn't that Dorit? Dolce Vita Lifestyle. Isn't that Dorit? I feel like that was Dorit. I hope Dorit gets a hot, smoking boyfriend that she can troll in front of PK. Him and his stupid little blonde girlfriends. Alright, you guys. That's where we're at for now. We'll keep moving and grooving another time. But I love you guys. I appreciate you. I will see you on the next one. And I hope you have a great afternoon, great evening, good morning, wherever you are. And I'll see you later. Bye.